We're back for
We're
a review.
Back for a review of
Tar. Like stars on
like
Earth.
stars on Earth.
Taare Zameen Par.
Taare Zameen Par, like stars on Earth.
Wow.
A lot of English in this one. A lot of emotions. A lot of sadness. A lot of
heartbreaking the first half because you
right.
saw what the kid was going through and
right,
like how
but
nobody understood.
Right.
Yeah, and then of course it changed later in the film and it just
dialed it up.
Oh yeah, it was so amazing.
Right, yeah. Oh my word,
like,
dude.
To see his progress and his learning and like how he was able to really go after his passion for painting too and just kind of develop that skill, and that was really it was
it explored
really well
a not
done.
often
talked about
explored.
Specific,
I suppose.
I think this was a needed movie. I think it definitely. There were some things I would have changed, but there's definitely. This movie is a needed movie because I think it brings
for awareness.
For awareness
and
to those
just to understand that people are different and kids are different in their learning and stuff like that.
Yeah. Especially, this is important for the parents too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Any culture, really. It's in just like how parents need to understand what kids are going through, because their mindset is like, oh, every kid should be getting good grades and like competing, and like that's just the way life is. Right. But no, it's not. Like, I mean, there's some
nuances
kids have special needs. Others,
learning.
Everyone has a different way of
kids,
learning.
They just don't learn that way, and but they are still smart and they learn other ways, and they can still be functioning in our society.
It reminded me of a movie that we also saw with Amir Khan, Three Idiots, in terms of how cramming was also discussed as not the way to go, and causing stress. Which this is obviously a little different.
It's a little different, but I think it still is critical.
It's still kind of those key elements of let's have more freedom in educating, which I think they were trying to
which in both movies was kind of a thing. I like Three Idiots probably more, but I still think this was just a really well done movie.
This was just a solid,
really important film.
A solid movie because it explored the topic with even a little bit of depth. I think, which was interesting. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes long, so it's just so it's hard to keep you fully invested the whole time. At least that's what my opinion.
I was fully invested, especially with the painting competition near the end.
That was cool.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I thought the music was great. The musical numbers were great too.
I thought
so much
really
fun.
Good music all around. Like, they had some interesting styles of music too.
Yeah, they did. Grunge metal.
When he was angry and like he was getting mad and stuff, the music style changed.
I like that one.
And that was cool how they did that. Really good songs. A lot of music in this movie, which I liked.
Some cool claymation or animation.
At the beginning, cartoons midway through as well. How good was that?
It's just a creative movie, I think. It's got the familiar story beats of a typical family drama. But
it's definitely meant for the family. You can clearly tell it's a family movie.
I mean, everything is just kind of pinpoint, like, let's go through these story beats, which is fine.
I think that's why this is so loved, is because mom and dad take something way different away than the kids do. Because the kids, you're seeing it from the kids' point of view, where you're like, I do struggle sometimes. Oh, it's okay. And then from mom and dad's point of view, you're like, man, maybe we shouldn't be so hard on our kid for being this. You have to be an engineer. You have to be a doctor. You have to be. Maybe we should think more on that.
Back on it,
Right.
I mean, this movie can bring about so many great discussions between children and parents too, because it's like the parents will see what they're missing. Like, oh wait, did I miss something? Does my kid have any special needs that needs attention or anything? And like, there's some really good discussion that can come out of this. And so I really, really like the film.
I think
Amir Khan, is this his first directed? Is this the first one he's directed?
It could have been.
I
this
don't
is
know
an
all the details
early
behind
movie,
it, but
2007.
Okay, 2007.
Like, really well done. You can tell he really has a passion for this. And this
world.
and it's really really well done. Yeah.
Honestly, if this movie just assists in any way for families to catch this early or catch the needs of their children early rather than let them suffer through the traditional
because it's
education structure.
It's terrible. I mean if you don't get help for that, like, I mean, how are the kids going to learn?
Yeah, this was a really emotional movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to pose a question to the audience as well. In India, is special needs more challenging to address than in obviously the Western world in terms of America? Because I think we are in America. Dyslexia is very prominent. I would say prominent in terms of identification
and right.
Yeah. So that's why with watching this movie, I was questioning. Oh, why don't they know about is it not as prominent or not as diagnosable? I'm just curious as to what the current state in India is.
Comment below. We want to know more.
And other special needs as well.
Yeah,
I'm totally curious because
this movie came out quite a few years ago though, so this was it's probably different now too. But like back then, I wonder what it was like.
Right. Yeah, it is a good point too.
Yep.
I mean, nowadays in America, it's definitely.
Right, there's prominent. I mean, there's ways and there's means to.
It was really cool though when they were drawing in the sand and stuff.
Yeah,
like, that's totally.
Yeah, that was cool how they showed that.
Drew on his finger and made it with clay.
Yep.
Because it's not like visual; it's like tactile. Like you're feeling putting it. Yep.
Because you could feel the words or feel the letters. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting how the brain works like that too?
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Ben. I think that's gonna.
I'm just curious. I'm curious because I was. Yeah, as I was watching it, I was like, how are they not? Because I think even we, just as viewers, we were like, oh, this is probably dyslexia, or like the way he was, well, obviously the key indicators. And it's like, how do you not, as normal, that's where that should be a kind of a light bulb.
Right. Just, it could have been exaggerated for the movie.
Of course.
For the movie, but I do agree where maybe... But
there are
parents
some
out there
maybe, but to be honest, there are some like learning disabilities that are harder to catch,
of course,
right off the bat, and it could look like, oh, this kid's just being lazy, or this kid's not wanting to work,
that's
just wanting
a valid
to play.
Point. Yep.
And that's why it's so important that this film is here, because it's like, hey, it may not be just, oh, this kid's being lazy. There could be something behind it where it's like, well, maybe he can't read fast, or he can't read this or that. You know, there's different types of learning disabilities and stuff. Because I had when I was younger, I had a lot of trouble reading fast. Like, it would take me forever to read something because I would reread it and just keep going over it because I was like, I gotta make sure I catch everything. And so that in itself was something I had issues with. And it's like just smaller things like that. It's like this movie will help parents catch some of that, where it's like, oh, is there a way I can help my kid out to be able to do this better, to read
and
better.
Talk about, and that's why I love that grunge song so much, is because it really kind of is, and I said this in the React, it's kind of talking, it's the feeling of that grunge, that angsty music is his anxiety of like, I don't understand this, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So just what's the heck's going on, you know? And it's kind of like his angst of people are going to make fun of me, but I don't know how to stop it. And it's kind of that spiral, which is where he kind of turned off.
Yeah. And if you scroll down, that's why I think we have to highlight the performance of Darshil Safari. That was a really good performance. Right away, we saw his face.
Yeah,
just his facial expressions were so
emotion and
emotional.
Right. Totally agree.
Yeah, he was really, really good.
Great actor
in his role.
Yep.
I mean, Amir Khan was good.
But Amir Khan was great.
He played the same kind of bouncy character, I guess you could say.
I think Darshil was the
best actor.
Definitely.
Well, even in an Amir Khan movie, right? Where normally he is the one.
Yeah, because Amir just played the three idiots.
But I think he did that, though. I almost think he did that almost deliberately, because it's not about him, per se.
Yeah.
It's about the
True.
kid.
He didn't want to be the star.
He didn't want to be the guy.
Amir didn't want to be like, oh, everyone talk about me. No, he wanted...
Darshil is the one that
Yeah, he really
stood
to
have that spotlight. Sure. Yeah,
killed it. Yeah, I thought all roles were good. It was a lot of crying, a lot of emotions.
Yeah,
I'm emotional right now.
Wow, yeah, it was so really
guys,
emotional.
give us more recommendations in the comments. You can always do that.
What are we gonna rate it, boys?
Yeah, we gotta throw out our rating.
Yeah, I got my rating. What do we got?
Yep. All right. So 3.
Okay. Yeah.
You ready? Everybody got them?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1,
4.
3.5.
Oh, 4. Me and you are 4.
Yep.
Ben's 3.5.
That's good.
Okay.
Yep. I was
the biggest reason why it's not anything higher, and probably Ben is on the same page with me on this too, is that there were parts where they slowed it down, I think, too much. I think they could have sped parts up a bit more.
Yeah.
Or at least added more to make it a 2-hour, 45-minute long movie.
Yeah. It's a strange conundrum because I like slow movies in some ways where they it's like, oh, I'm glad they took their time with this. But then this one, it's like, okay, I think this could be a really good 2-hour movie, and it'd be just as good.
There were definitely scenes that they could have tightened up, I think.
Right.
So.
But I feel like that's a common complaint, and I know people are gonna.
I know.
Yeah, I know. But it's just I think you can make it. Yeah, you can make it even more concise and still have the same impact.
If I was a parent though that was dealing with something like this, they're like 25 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, this would be like a perfect movie.
It's like, who cares how long it is?
Right.
Yeah.
And this is the type of movie where. Yeah, I'd like to show my family.
Yeah, we are definitely.
But watching it again because it's so long is just a little more challenging. It's like, oof.
Well,
it's a 3-hour movie.
We definitely will be showing our family this. It's such a good.
We definitely do. Yeah, movie. You're not wrong. Yeah.
But yeah, performances were great.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it just followed the story beats of a drama. Sometimes a little too closely, but I think it was a good movie. So.
Yeah, definitely agree. Yeah, totally.
Yep.
All right.
Well, a great film.
Well, good stuff, guys. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought of the movie. What do you think about our reaction? And
Yes, and we'll see you next week.
See you next
with
week.
another React video. Woo!